Hello folks and welcome back to our playthrough of Crusader Kings 2. In the last episode we pretty much resigned ourselves to the fact that we're not going to be able to take Communism's claims here. We don't really have anyone that will support us in revoking any of these claims, and honestly he has more troops than we do. So, what are we going to do about this? Well, I think our best bet is probably doing our best to support Communism, since he is the heir for our dynasty, and hopefully by supporting him we'll be able to eventually benefit more from all of this. Now, how are we going to support him? Well, I was thinking that we can support him in his current war. Let's see. So he's currently in a war with King Sarkver of Nidaros in the Scanian-Trondish subjugation war. So Scanian would be him. So it looks like he's trying to subjugate, let's see, Nidaros, which is up here. There's a good amount of troops up here, it looks like, from the Scanes. Though he has a lot of troops as well. Let's see. I think... is it this Geatish army? It could be that Geatish army there that makes up the forces that are attacking Skane there. I'm trying to figure this out here real quick before I do join this war. Because Skane itself is currently occupied. Let's continue it for the moment. We'll continue at speed 3 just to see how things are going on this war. And I may very well end up joining Army of Hroffen from Holland. So what's he doing? Hollander claim on Vestergaland. Okay, so that Geatish army is actually in another war completely. Now I know that Nidaros has a large army. It has 24-26 troops alone that are event spawned. I just haven't figured out where exactly this army is, which is concerning. But I think we can join this war. Oh, there's one army of Nidaros. 845, that's a lot of forces there. That's more forces than we have right now, so I think maybe we'll wait. While we're waiting, we do have an idle council member, our chancellor here. Let's improve relations with Skane. Hopefully that'll improve relations with Communism here. And I'm going to wait cautiously until the right moment to try and take Nidaros here. Now, is this part of Nidaros? This is... and she is part of Ostlandet, which is kind of part of us. Okay, that's kind of weird arrangement there, but it is what it is. Oh geez, why did our troop levels go down so low all of a sudden? Alright, one of our sons is dying, so we'll call this court physician. Where's my marshal? Did my marshal? Okay. Let's put our marshal back to training troops. I don't know if he left. Oh. Well, that's Communism there, so if he was leading troops, no wonder it wasn't going to work. Or no wonder our military was looking so bad. Yeah, even with that, it's still only 789, which is very disappointing. This is kind of the trouble that we're in right now, is we don't have enough troops to actually afford our holding, so I think we'll just return back to our raiding. Probably our best bet here. I have observed that young Alexander II usually tries to stay out of the way of others. He shouldn't try so hard. No, no, no. All is as it should be. He'd gain the shy trait. Hurts diplomacy, but content is bad too, so... There's no good option there, really. Okay, well, let's go do more raiding here. Try and get some money at the very least. Let's switch back over to our economy screen. And hopefully we'll be able to get some good loot over here. We're going to attempt it here. Hopefully we're able to take at least a good portion of this loot. Now my overall goal as far as getting loot is it's going to help us with being able to recruit mercenaries and all that. My liege, I've tried to make Godi Tok of Lund realize what a benevolent and peaceful ruler you are, but sinister forces have been hard at work to discredit my every move. You suck, my chancellor, you suck. Alright, we got some enemy forces moving around here. How's our looting going? We pretty much got all the loot we can get, so back on the ship. And we'll continue our journey around. Oh, we could go all the way to Paris. Paris doesn't have a whole lot of loot there, but we can at least pick up some of it. See your total burst into your tent, flanked by several warriors dragging Tok with them in chains. Well, he's not really too important to us, so burn the apostate. Oh, we can actually siege Paris here. That could be very interesting. And forces are coming for us, so back on the ship. And we got a reinforced hill fort now. That's at least one little good thing. We can hold a Great Blot. Do we have any prisoners currently? Because we haven't actually done a Great Blot yet, I don't believe, in this playthrough. So let's go look at our intrigue screen. We have several prisoners, including at least one child. That's what I want. Alright. Demand independence. Hold a Great Blot. Well, people will like us for it, at least. I think, anyways. Oh, the prosperity of your capital county increases slightly. We're not losing any gold currently? No. Okay, so you know what? We'll do the Great Blot. I can hardly wait. Our two vassals are summoned. Well, it won't be anything major, but the good thing is it gives us a reason to get rid of some of our various... Oh, she can become a... Let's do her marshal. I don't think we'll be able to do anything with it, but... The guests have arrived, and the time has come for the blot to begin. You gather outside the temple and start by offering animals as sacrifice to the gods. While their meat is prepared for the feast, the blood is sprinkled on statues of Odin, Thor, Freyr, and other gods, as well as on the worshippers themselves. Now for the human sacrifice. Ylva is brought up from your dungeons and escorted to the temple. A noose is placed around her neck, and the rope is thrown over a sturdy branch on a nearby oak. A small yellow pool forms at Ylva's feet. Oh, it appears she's wet herself. All Father, we offer you this sacrifice. We gain 25 prestige and 15 piety. Winke is brought forth. As the noose is placed around her neck, she steadies herself and murmurs several passages that you recognize as being from the Christian Holy Book. Where is your blessed virgin now, Winke? Ingfrid is brought up from the dungeons and escorted. As soon as she spots you among the gathered nearby, she hurls insults and spittle your way, continuing even as the noose is placed around her neck. The hatred in her eyes cannot be mistaken. And, All-Father, we offer you this sacrifice. Oh! Another sacrifice. Alright, so Hasala is brought forth. Even as the noose is placed around her neck, Hasala stares vacantly ahead without betraying any emotion whatsoever. It would seem she has accepted her fate. With the sacrifice over, the feast at the end of the blot can now begin. The meat of the animals that were sacrificed has already been prepared, and there's plenty of meat to go around. Vassal opinion increases by 15 for 12 months. So that's a good way to get some prestige and piety here. Let's see, how's our siege of this location going? It's gradually coming along, slowly. The feast is over, and with it the blot. It will be at least 9 years until you can hold the next one, but as your vassals return home, most seem to agree that the ceremony was well worth the trip. Until next time. Well, I suppose that was good in some way. Why do we have a vassal inheritance warning with him? This guy, yeah, he's all the way over there, so we're really not too concerned about that. And we're still very gradually sieging down this location. My liege, the people of Kent have progressed beyond our own. Oh, we got some technology points. And this is something we actually haven't gotten into much yet. So let's look at the technology screen. As you can see here, there's various different improvements that you can do. It's hard to tell what improvements you should always do because, you know, there's just so much going on. There's, let's see, 8 levels for each of the technology trees. It becomes much more difficult to gain technology in a tree once you take that first level. So generally my recommendation is do each of the levels at level 1 and then progress from there. I believe things get a little bit easier over time. Now let's see what benefits us the most here. Oh, and then the little wheels that are going on here is actually indicating the change that is going on in our capital county of Sealand. So that's influenced by various things. In this case, the 0.1 influence is from Spymaster studying technology. And it seems like that is pretty much the case for most of this. We have some neighbors bonus, which is aiding us a little bit. So pretty much our neighbors have, well, let's actually take a look here. How do you view this again? Oh, here we go. Map mode, relative spread. So we'll look at the relative spread of military organization. So here's Sealand, and you'll notice that there's areas that are, as they gradually get closer towards being white, indicative of the highest levels. So, for example, over here at Abydos, military organization is 2, which marks it as, I believe that's the highest that it is. Yeah, so if it's pretty much at level 2, it's indicating that it's the highest that is like available. So there's a few locations that have it at level 2, but haven't like progressed anything further than that. It's a good way of looking and seeing sort of what your neighbors are standing at, and then how that can kind of affect your standing. Now, as far as what we want, we have 1 level of light infantry, which aids our infantry and archer attack. We have 1 level of castle infrastructure, which helps us build up our hill forts. And we also have 1 level of legalism, which gets us closer to being able to do more centralization, that sort of thing. I think if I focused on tolerance, I could eventually give more status to women, which could be useful. There's also majesty, though. Majesty is good for improving our prestige and piety gain, as well as reducing the short reign years, which is the negative modifier on opinion. Noble customs we don't need because we're not feudal yet. Popular customs, again, we don't need because we're not feudal, so we don't have cities. Religion customs. We do have temples. They're not necessarily anything major, though. So as far as culture advances, I would do tolerance or majesty. Let's do majesty for the moment. As far as economy, the castle is the big stuff that you really want to work on. Towns we don't need. Church we really don't need. Improve keeps. I don't think any of these actually can be applied. Let me take a look real quick. Yeah, we only get the castle, we only get the hill forts upgrades. Which the next one looks like it will... Oh, actually, this takes us all the way up to Reinforced Hill Fort and Stone Hill Fort, which is the maximum that we can do right now. So probably our best bet here in the economy advances would be construction, because it would reduce our build time and all that. So we'll do that. And we actually have another one available as well. Trade isn't really something that we can make use of right now. We're not on any trade routes or anything like that. I think I'll just leave it for the time being. Now on the military advances, cavalry is completely useless to us. Siege equipment probably is our best bet. Either that or military organizations. I think probably we'll do siege equipment just to speed up our sieges. Then we'll do military organization next. Alright, so we're gradually sieging down this castle here, which will give us a little bit of loot. Let's see, what's this? Oh, a peasant revolt. Interesting. But nothing we really need to worry about. Now, we have currently 870 prestige, which is a decent amount. We're over the 500 that we need to do a tribal army. So I'm thinking... Someone in the court thinks I should be more ambitious. Oh, I know, everyone wants me to be more ambitious. I think our best bet here is probably the war camp. Or the training grounds. One of those. We'll do the war camp, because that'll give us plus 40 to infantry. Leave me alone, Linda. Apparently I still don't want to be more ambitious. They keep trying to give me events for it, but it's just not happening. Alright, so we had victory over here. We got 20 gold and 2.1 piety. So that gold is going to be added to our loot here. We're currently at 78. And we've begun the next siege of, if I recall correctly, I think, well, let's see, siege of Brest, which is the city. Who's this? Oh, Alexander II. He is complete. Let's see, he can be kind or make him zealous. I think he would probably... Oh wait, no, he loses idolizer. And he becomes zealous. Zealous improves martial. We'll do that. Oh, he's stressed though. Alright, let's get our son someone to marry. Preferably someone who has some claim to land. Oh, there's this Jewish princess. Princess Saman of the Umayyad Sultanate. Well, let's see. She'd be willing to join. Should we potentially take on the path of the Jews and... Possibly. We'll bring her on. See what happens. Oh, and we completed our one goal there too. Gain land for an unlanded son. You wish to secure some land for a son that is currently not set to inherit any. Ask liege for land. I lose 20 prestige, but I make a request. Sure. Let's see if that works. Hopefully it does. My humble request was successful. I no longer have to worry about him. Great. Well, that's always a good thing. Now, let's see. So he has the chiefdom of Nayland. He's all the way up there. It's kind of disappointing, but you know what? If it does something, at least helps our son. So we're gradually at least improving things around here. Let's see, we can make a new commander. Who do we have available? I suppose we can make him, well, he's our chancellor. We really don't want him being our commander. There's really no one else that's good. Well, fudge. We'll promote a commander. Is he at least decent? He's alright. I suppose we'll take him on. Well, we don't have a commander here. Oops. Jarl Communism is no longer martial. Really? Is he even... Oh, because he's now a full Jarl. So he's not even... He's on the same level as I am. Okay. King Arni has previously expressed a desire to find ways to bring more wealth to the kingdom. Now it seems there has arisen an opportunity to set up a new route and possible lucrative trade route. Discuss it? Sure. Anything that helps the kingdom and eventually helps us. Let's see. Oh, I was hoping I could form an alliance with Communism, but apparently he doesn't want to do that. It would be nice, but apparently not. Apparently he just doesn't want to. Let's see. King Arni has previously expressed a desire to find ways to bring more wealth in. And there's now arisen an opportunity. Let's discuss it. Oh, and how's our loot going? Oh, we're at 140, so we're maxed out on loot. Nothing else that we can do, so we might as well head on back and drop it off. Also, for some reason, I noticed that the volume level here has suddenly gotten low. There's something weird going on with the volume, I think, at times. It hasn't always been this way, but it is there, so. Alright, so we'll have those guys disband. We got our full levy here pretty much. Oh, I suppose I need to bring on a new marshal, don't I? Well, Heising, you're our best bet. And at least you're not preoccupied with anything else. Oh, and now it's gone back. Okay. So we can acquire a title, become King of Denmark. Let's try and acquire a title. That might help us expand our holdings, I guess. Although I don't believe we can ask for land for ourselves. No, it doesn't look like it. So we'll just have to sort of hold our own for the moment. Okay, now that's pretty nice. Oh, well, our owner marshal skill shows us it hurts negative 30% from our, well, our Jarl sucks. So that really hurts our levied size. But it's improved by a few other things. And Councillor Heising is improving it by 75%. That's pretty good too. Alright, I think our best bet probably go for the Stone Hill Fort. I'm thinking so. Or we could do the Market Village. Let's do the Stone Hill Fort. That way we'll have the max size. Well, not the max size levy. To do that, we need to actually improve our training grounds and all that. Alright, it looks like Communism is in another war. Oh, he's still in that war with Nidaros here. 3.41k. Oh, communism's not looking very good there. He's at 572 in his troops. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Alright, off to do more raiding. And hey, we got Jarl Communism to like us a little bit more. We still have a lot of work to do, but it's progress. Ooh. So this county of Ghent has a lot of loot that we can grab, hopefully. Uh-oh, we got some armies heading in. Not good. Flee! Flee! Defeat. Well, we got a few things of loot. Now, one thing to note when you have troops on ships is they are only able to go to a maximum morale of 50%. So you always got to keep that in mind when going about. It can make things a little difficult at times. Especially if you end up facing someone who has a lot of troops out. Alright, let's try this county that's here. Maybe we'll have a better time. Uh-oh, they're coming. Hurry up, get all the loot. Although we might be able to win this battle. Ooh. Nope, the attackers are winning here. Probably because of their cavalry. They had a lot more heavy infantry. Not many in the way of archers, though. And they had a little bit of cavalry, but I think their heavy infantry pretty much won the battle for them there. Alright, so we'll go down into these Spanish lands. Maybe we'll do better there. This is sort of the on and off that you have to do when doing raids, is just kind of move around. Oh, now here we've kind of encountered a little issue. For whatever reason, sometimes when you go to a province, it doesn't trigger the raiding for whatever reason. It's not an issue of religion, because this guy's Catholic, and we're Germanic, so that's not the issue. But I know this has been around for a good amount of time, I think. Whatever this bug is. That, yeah, we can't raid there either. We'll try going up to England here, and if we can't do that, then I guess we'll head on back. The efforts at building the legend of King Arni have met with great success. Bands of warriors converged at Upland Tribe, lusting for plunder and glory. Well, I suppose that's good for him. Okay, so here we can actually raid. So I'm not entirely sure what causes that bug where you can't actually go out and raid, but it is an annoying bug, definitely. Alright, we're done with this province. We might as well move on to Devon here next. Alright, so Communism the Second kind of sucks at some stuff. We'll make him diplomatic, though. Maybe that'll be useful. Oh dear. They're attacking. What are we doing here? We're kind of holding our own. Oh, nope. There it goes. Yeah, they have a lot of cavalry and a lot of heavy infantry. So I guess it's kind of the one issue that our forces have right now is our lack of, I guess, heavy units is really making it difficult for us. Can I solve that by building anything? Not really. Yeah, we only have a small select number of heavy infantry there. Well, let's check on Communism's war here. It looks like the war has ended. I'm guessing he was not successful. No, he's still completely on his own. So, that kind of sucks. Any luck at forming an alliance yet? Nope. Still no alliance. Trying to see, let's see. I could have him vote like me, but I don't know if that would necessarily do much. All I would do is I would just have to end a favor for him. Oh, communism is trying to kill me. Are you serious? I mean, I know we're not the best, but still. Because I saw the end plot. I knew he wanted to do something at some point, but I didn't know he was planning that. Well, it explains why he doesn't want to form an alliance with us. Alright, occupied by High Chief Terho. So what is going on here? Skenian conquest of Suomi. Okay, so he failed in that first attempt, so he's trying something else now, it looks like. Well, let's at least support him there, I think. And why isn't he married? He has one child? That's very disappointing. These guys don't have a lot of troops, though. Okay, let's go join this war. Maybe? Or did he finish the war already? Oh, he already finished the war, okay. Or no, he didn't. And why can't I offer to join this war? Yeah, this is one of the weird things that happens too, is sometimes you're able to do stuff, and then sometimes, like, you're not able to. Okay, what is this guy looking to do? See Viba of More Dead. Oh, I don't care about her, so. Yeah, I'd like to help out. Communism here. Let's see. 76% in favor of High Chief Terho. Oh, that's not good. Well, communism might lose this one. Let's send him a gift. He'll take money. Can we at least offer him a concubine? Let's see. This girl is 20. I suppose we can send Marguerite here as a concubine at least. Erudite, stubborn, and lustful. She's lustful, that's always a good thing. The Duchy of Smallland can be created? What? Oh, I guess that whole location, okay. Alright folks, well, this has been a rather uneventful episode. Let's see. Oh, is this all part of King Arnie's? Okay. Well, overall, King Arnie here is taking over a lot of places. He has 2 kingdom titles. So I think he's really approaching the point where he'd be able to do the whole Empire of Scandinavia pretty soon, I would think. I guess the main issue that's going on is just perhaps he doesn't have enough money for it? We'll see what happens. Alright folks, thanks for watching. I know there really wasn't much in the way of tutorial stuff here, just more raiding and overall shenanigans. Considering different ways to potentially aid Jarl Communism here as he does his stuff. But, yeah, we'll see what happens in the next episode. So, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and hit the little bell icon so you stay notified on all of my streams and videos. And I will see you all in the next episode.